Well, I honestly don't really know. They've done a few patches since then, but I did run into the issue where I first fired this thing up and I was loading up my save that it just kept spinning and spinning and spinning and didn't load up, and I had to restart the friggin' game again. It's like, my gosh, man. Like it wasn't bad enough with a friggin' Ubisoft title. With Valhalla yesterday, friggin' save wouldn't load. My God, man, I am so done with these big-time friggin' gaming companies and their shitty-ass way of trying to work with games. I'll be honest, man, like, no kidding, I almost feel like I much rather want to go over to Nintendo more so, because Nintendo, when they put out a game, they don't have any problems. They know how to work and fix their shit, dude. There's like never any problems with like first-party Nintendo games. They might, on a very rare occasion that I've seen, have put out like a patch maybe once that I've ever seen out of any first-party Nintendo games that I've ever had. Coming from a first-party perspective, there's even with freaking Sony first-party titles, man, it's like the same way with that, with like patches and whatnot. Never had any problems with it, so I don't know how in the hell it is that Nintendo has their head out of their asses and they know how to make games, and all these other big-name companies half-ass them. I don't understand that. I just need to go back to playing my Switch, I think, is what I need to do. I realize that I can't stream on it unless I hook it up to my PC and put a stream box on it, but I just need to go back to playing that, because at least I know what I'm playing actually friggin' works. And even third-party titles that come to Switch, man. the ones that I've played, I haven't had any problems with, which is strange to say that. It's almost like Nintendo's technology with their hardware or something works with even third-party games that come out. I guess regardless of whether they have patches or not, because the ones that I have third-party, I haven't seen any patches for them that I can recall. So I don't know. Yeah, well, that's true. Nintendo has been doing it longer. Oh yeah, they definitely have other interests. By trying to throw out their political leanings, which nobody gives two squirts of rat piss about, in the grand scheme of things. Well, dang it. I forgot I got my fake thingy going on. I could have done that. Oh well. That's life. I need to get rid of some of this crap in my friggin' inventory. It's just pissing me off. Wait a minute. Hang on a second here. I don't even have... That's probably why it's been so friggin' silent lately. Oh wait, I do have all that turned up. Dang it. Well, I'll be a hornswoggle. Pressing stupid. Why in the world would you keep pressing it just to run? Give your thumbs a workout, folks. Let's get some blisters. Jeez. Sony isn't a gaming company, and neither is Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Did it change difficulty and make you ineligible for certain trophies? Well, I don't give a shit. I'm going to play it how I want to friggin' play it. Fuck your damn trophies. Ooh, internet points. Ooh, it actually means something in life. Not. Just how going and changing your friggin' profile picture to a rainbow or putting it completely black. No, that's just to make yourself feel good. Gosh, I've been dealing with... No, okay. You gonna be a short... No, it's not that. I mean, what we were talking about earlier today. You know. And just the things that we've been talking about earlier today is the thing. And just... Society in general is fucked. Good grief, I really do not need all this stuff. I don't even use some of this stuff, dude. I might as well just drink all the things that I'm not even really using and just see what it does for me. Well, I kind of have an idea, but I'm just like... Eh. I wonder how many I can put on me at once. That's what I wonder. I wonder how many I can put on me. I mean, it's taking stuff off of me, too, which is good. So... Decadent part of the never-ending side. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I might as well take that off of there as well. Oh, well, I don't need to really do that. The items are the things that I would really need. I need a real icon. There that is again. That was so funny. It was back in the previous gen, and it's in this gen. They didn't any friggin' patches they've been doing to this friggin' game. They haven't even put a friggin' icon in there for it, even when it was in last gen. That's hilarious, man. More half-assedness going on. I'm getting tired of some of these things. I really just don't even need them. I'm getting fed up with it. At least I get it out of my mercantile skill of getting that stuff. I need to compare. Oh, look at that. It's so low, but it's part of a set. Yeah, let's take them. Well, actually, maybe I could turn around and sell them, to be honest. Because I'm not being a guy who's really being a mage caster here. I'm just trying to do whatever really works for me. Oh, look, it's a quest thingy. Oh, wait, he's not dead.
I'm not the only one who walked out of that mess.
I'm not sitting here with all this stuff.
My wife, I've never seen anything like it. Scavengers. They looked like fair Gorta. No, it was just us. They were good people. Proud. It's a shame. Thank you. I will make way inland. If my heart goes, get her back.
Bow, 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 bow. Die, crab. That was terrible. I shouldn't have done that, but oh well, whatever. It's a Lachey. Elena Lanashi. Nash. Kevin Nash. Good thing she floats, because if she was running, she probably would blow out her quad. I threw out all my bombs. My mines. Clearly, I guess since you're floating, they don't affect you. I suppose. Dang, I didn't know he threw out that many mines. That's cool. I'm glad they don't affect me, because that's stupid. It's a sacred talisman. I got all this stuff to make these freaking weapons and whatnot. I need to throw them all in the stash and in a chest, and then just kind of level up my blacksmithing thing. What was I? I'm kind of really just bouncing around between games now to see what else garners my attention. I mean, I'm still making progress somewhat with certain things. You know, as long as I know how to watch out for my friggin' saves instead of deleting stuff that has a non-installed application. That's the thing that just doesn't make any sense, like I mentioned before. Like, even if a game isn't on my system, many of them have showed up that they're still on the system. It shows what it is. It shows the icon and the name. But clearly some of them don't when you uninstall them. It's like, oh, it's an uninstalled application, so you don't know what it is. Well, how come everything else is showing up just fine? It's retarded. And I didn't listen to everything of that podcast that you sent me. I mean, it was a long one, but I listened to a little bit of it. And I really like what Colin was saying too. You know, he's a person who, you know, even though it's like a kind of like a, I mean, he does an Xbox podcast, but he also does the PlayStation one. But at the same time, you know, when he calls bullshit, he calls bullshit. So there's the way that it needs to be with each company. They're all full of shit nowadays, anyways. Yeah, I got my chest thingy all the way up, so imagine. I don't know why I took that stuff, but whatever. All these different potions and things that I put on myself, and I need to go in there. And there's something else over there. I might as well go ahead and just get these out of the way. I don't know why I haven't been bothering to run. Every time I hear those crabs, it sounds like it's farting out of its face. Got right behind me. Yeah. Elite Merkin. You're not very elite now, are you? That's like I said, man, I really wish that I had like a friggin' Trump shirt to wear there. So I can have a point to prove too. Because I gotta feel like I gotta make a point with things that I wear. Just wants to drive it home. I know one thing I'm going to say. I think one or two people, I know a couple people have actually subscribed to me at work. But one thing I definitely need to let it be made known, I'm like, look, if you're easily butthurt, don't be coming on my streams and pissing and moaning, because I ain't going to have it. Not the right color is genuine, not allowed to express yourself opinions these days. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Let's see here. Oh, that was over there. It's over there. I really hate to hear that that's going on with your kids at work too, man. Like they're not even doing anything, and just becoming victims of this freaking virtue signaling bullshit idiocy. Not even doing nothing but doing their job of what they got hired for, and they're getting paid for. It's freaking ridiculous. God knows. Another thing, man, is I'm really to the point now where if this ends up happening again, I'm going to go ahead and say something about it. At work, oh, look, you can hear Kamala Harris in the background. Anyways, but, let's see. I wonder if these might work any. There's this thing, well, they don't have it on there now. Not now in the break room area, but anytime we would go on break, for probably about the past few days, I believe it was maybe last week, maybe even the week before for a while, somebody had ended up turning on the TV in the break room to a religious or Christian TV show. I don't know if it was like Three Angels Broadcasting Network or some other type of Christian broadcasting network or not. And a handful of the newer people, like I said, the young kids, the malleable minds, were in there, and it was people that went on break with me that work with my crew. The channel itself was muted, but the image was still up there, and they were wanting to try to find a dang it, I don't have that thing. They wanted to try to find remote. I don't know where the remote was or what, but they wanted to try to find it so that they could actually turn on the audio. I guess because they wanted to make fun of it, because they are already making fun of it. Like one of the guys was going and talking about, oh, well, the Lord doesn't want you to touch yourself. Send me your social security number and your bank account number right now. I'm like, dude, you are a friggin' prick. It's real funny to me considering how young, malleable minds like this, they want to... Somebody left. I don't give a shit. It's funny to me how young, malleable minds like this want to go and they want to talk about... They basically want to talk out of their ass. They want to talk out of both sides of their mouth. Like some things are good for them, but I'm going to make fun of these things. Well, you're being a hypocrite, is what you're being. And... If I when I go back into break again, and that ends up happening again, I'm going to end up saying something. Because if they're going to voice what they're going to voice, by God Almighty, I'm going to voice what I'm going to voice. And they can just deal with it. Because I've reached my wits' end with this idiocy, this happening at work. And if anything is said about it from any managers or anything like that, I'm going to be like, well, you better be talking to them too. Because they're just as guilty. Quit being a friggin' hypocrite and do your friggin' job. Dang. That does increase armor a little bit. Well, I've already got a set of those, though. That doesn't really help. Not to provoke your children being up. Yeah. I honestly ended up coming to a point where I wanted to go and take breaks elsewhere as well, because I didn't want to be in there. And if anybody had said anything about it to me, I'll be like, yeah, this is why. I was like, you people, you don't stop and think about other people that surround you of where you're working at in the workplace, because there could be somebody in there that could just end up jumping on your case about it and saying something to you about it, but you don't stop and think. That's one problem with the youth nowadays anyways. They don't stop and use their little pea-sized brain inside their thick Neanderthal skull. Well, that ain't gonna work. I don't care, I'll get rid of those. I guess I'll just go ahead and get rid of these. Public schools and culture tell them what to think, not how to think. Yep, that's exactly right. Talks about what they feel, not what they think. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Well, what they're thinking could be exactly what they're feeling too, and they're wrong on both ends with them feeling like that. They're acting that way with this brainwashed mindset. I'll take a lockpick. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like that old talk about how you like feel with your heart, but you think with your mind. Yeah, they both they're basically like two different things, really. Or there's a meme that I had been seeing about that, where you're not utilizing rational thought, and you're just going based solely upon feelings. Yeah, exactly. Which further ends up proving to me how men nowadays who give in to that crap aren't really men. They sure don't act like it. Kind of sounds like my sounds like Tanya's grandmother's dog. Him going nuts. I tell you what, her dog's a little retard, man. He will run.
Not a sailor, are you?
Thank you for running up to me out of nowhere.
When they walk dry ground, list like drunkards. No, not one of them. So who are you? My name is Nina Malloy. You met my father Alder. He wouldn't be pleased to find me here. I've walked this island since I was no bigger than a boggart, but I'm still I can take care of myself. I did. I don't know you, so I'd be better off having drowned. Don't be fooled by my father's elation. His devotion to Akara has blinded him.
Yeah,
We're prisoners
exactly.
on Gallows End by choice. Every time we make the offering, we surrender what little
I don't care
freedom
about
we
all
still
this stuff.
possess. Yes, so I gathered. The scabs aren't partial to intruders.
Exactly.
I'll join you if you don't mind. I'll know this time. Lead on. I'll watch your back.
It's just like my grandmother ended up mentioning before in the past
Stuff
of
to tell
how
in these old tunnels, but if your friend was dragged in here by scabs, then she'll...
she's mentioned before, like back when Trump was first running for president and Hillary was right alongside him. That's when she said a woman doesn't need to be in that position. She said she'll base everything that she's doing off of feelings instead of any type of rational thought. I was like, yeah, that's true. And she said that herself. I wasn't in any conversation with her about it. We were just talking about the election back when he was first running, and she mentioned that.
Are you ready?
Why is everything creaking and twisting in here so much? Good grief. That sounds like somebody's ate too much Taco Bell and they're farting up a storm. Yeah. Yeah? Ooh, blew up in the air. Nice. I could use my force powers or my reckoning powers, but I don't really feel like doing that because I need to make sure I'm at a bigger enemy or have a lot more enemies to deal with first. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's just like before when I was previously working at that other hospital a couple jobs ago, and my first boss was a female, and then it became a male, and he was a lot easier to deal with and to work for and to get along with than she was. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he was a good guy as far as I'm concerned. And he got along a lot better with other folks too, I think, and he actually tried. He was one of those bosses that actually had experience in the job. This other woman didn't. She didn't know jack dilly squat about it. And he actually had experience, and there was times. Oh crap! My thingies broke. There was times he would actually come in and help do floors, like stripping and waxing floors and buffing floors and things like that. He would actually try to help out his crew. This other woman, from what I know, apparently she just got the job because she was working at one point and in an office area, but she was throwing away applications for other people that were wanting to work, and so people weren't getting callbacks and jobs weren't getting filled or nothing like that. And apparently her husband was on a board or something, and that's how she managed to weasel her way into that boss position. And she sucked every single time. And it wasn't just people in our department that was saying that either. It was other folks as well in other departments, and it wasn't just regular workers either or nurses. It was like also like some top dog people as well in those specific departments. But she I couldn't stand her. I really couldn't. She wouldn't try to address problems none whatsoever. Kind of like how when I ended up working at a hospital again at my other previous job, he didn't try to address any problems. Friggin' cuck. Couldn't friggin' stand him, man. It's just like that time I told you when he and I got into a brief conversation about video games, and he was talking about how he played Skyrim so much, and he's like, yeah, my wife came up one day and told me I was playing too much, and I said, yes, ma'am. I'm like, oh, I guess you must have your balls in a jar up on the mantle or something, too, huh? Or she carries your balls in her purse, you friggin' cuck. I'm like, my God, man. I was like, no wonder I don't have any respect for you. Especially given the fact of how much you suck at your job and brown-nose the friggin' human resources people. And go into meetings that probably ain't none of your business.
Cycle the Third, the pirate? Oh, Netta. If you could only see the skies over Gallows
How did he
End.
die?
Magnificent. Do you recall the base-born myth of the Pirate King? They called him Dead Kell. Well, he lives, my love, and is as existent as you or I.
Yeah, where did she
Not
get
only
her
that,
get
he
her
has built quite
facts
the
from?
harbor on our hidden isle.
Some socialist
Years of his
website,
miserable
feminism,
life have been
socialism
spent in this
website.
grand endeavor. Time that could have been better spent. Strange. All my records indicate that Dead Kell was butchered not long ago by the Alfar of all people. Clearly, such reports were erroneous. I must tread carefully. Dead Kell's minions prowl the wharves and tidal pools, and he promises the gallows to any who come seeking his capture. I do not wish to risk a misunderstanding. Oh, Netta, I grow so weary of this isolation. This leave-taking may very well be the death of me.
Oh, that worked. I broke it open. Oh, I need a key or a lock. Okay, I just like a 50% chance. Whatever. I think I'm still doing the lock picking thing in here, if I'm not mistaken. It's just like one of the things I told you before, man. About that time when one of these girls that works in my department ended up mentioning one day about it being Pride Month, and I said Pride Month ain't nothing but a marketing scheme. It's all that it is. And apparently she's gay. Apparently. I don't know. You know how young kids are. I'm gonna experiment and see what I am.
They came as soon as the hull went under. The cargo. I didn't think I'd live to see the morning. Not with Dead Kell here.
I'm going to see if there's anyone else on this island. There are too many structures for it to be deserted.
We don't... Well.
Don't be foolish.
What?
Sound like you're taking a dump, honey. Let's see. Let me go that way. Which, by the way, the part that I'm actually doing here is part of the the Dead Kill DLC. So, which I've already done the other main DLC, which was that Roman Colossus thing. Which I think I had some problems in. Let me think here real quick. I gotta get this out of the way. Oops. Hang on a second. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I had mentioned to you before too, man. It's like these women who are going and being gay and lesbian and all that, at the exact same time, one of them acts like a man. What sense does that even make? Why don't you just be with a man? You know, but one of them has to take on some male role, and it's funny because it's so freaking stupid. It is so stupid. It's like one of them, and it's funny to me. It's like who exactly decides the role that they're supposed to take on? It's like I'll be the woman and you can be the man, or like I'll be the woman one day and you can be the man the next day, or something like that. You know, it's like the whole gender fluid BS that they talk about. I'm like, oh my god. If you're gender fluid, then you're a friggin' earthworm, because apparently an earthworm actually mates with itself, or it can. Like from what I've heard, it can actually change its gender. Oh, that was cool. Why does he sound like a pussy?
And what is this? Tell me, stranger, what brings you down these dank passages? Salvage? Riches? The allure of a most magnificent dare?
They dare to zoom in. Why would they desire a Pete Richard? Yeah, exactly.
The hands of a monster
exactly right.
like me. My victims are almost as infamous as I am.
Let's see. What are you doing?
Sinking your ship was only the start. Everyone scavenged, killing the crew. Well, that was for pleasure. Forgive me if I touched the hand of death and been chosen. But you wouldn't know as such that death will not have me. Not
I guess I'm
until
supposed to be standing there in front of him, but it's not showing me.
I am not satisfied. Will I? The Alpha Navy tried to stop me once. They said, don't make the same mistake they did. Don't come to my home and call for my head. It's foolish, and worse, disrespectful.
You know what's crazy? That whole talk about this,
but that is all.
This talk about that depression, tropical storm thing that was going on, it hasn't done anything today, dude. It's been overcast for the most part. It hasn't done nothing. Tanya said it sprinkled a little bit this morning, but that was it. Oh, I love it. Ah, the friggin' explosion.
Listen to Dead Kel, stranger. Find a ship, see that your friend gets to the village. I was planning to follow the survivors inland, but their Austin wouldn't call him a close route. He doesn't show his ghastly face around Cape Solace that often. I can't be sure of what happened until I see. It was big, though, and it rode low in the water.
I can follow through with all this stuff without even reading everything, so pretty much got an idea of what they're talking about.
Good idea. You never can tell if he's cast a good shoot. Perhaps I'll see you back at Cape Solace. Bye.
Well, I probably should have told her to check the wreckage. Maybe she would have stuck around. I don't know. I don't know if this was the wreckage or I don't care. I hate you can't jump in this game. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'll take it anyways. I'll trash it. Sometimes I think it might show up with like a quest thingy, but I guess not. All right. Let's see. No. I'm trying to think of like other choices and things that I made previously back in previous gen on this, and trying to go with the opposite. Let me check something here real quick. Where was I last off with abilities? I got most in finesse, because that's a new one for me. The last time that I had played, it was mostly in might. I got 12 in sorcery, because I'm trying to do a bit of a balance in terms of like ranged combat with magic, but ranged combat with the chakrams. So, yeah. I like the chakrams in this. I think I always have. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can like hop off of those ledges that are signified that you can hop off of them, but you can't actually jump. If they'd have had jump like that right there, I mean, if they would have had jump in here, you think of how combat could be. Like, I think it would be more versatile. Somebody dropped a turd in the punch bowl. I really would hate it if it started like friggin' raining by the time I got ready to go to work, because apparently it was supposed to be out of the area, I think around 8 o'clock tonight, but it was supposed to rain some during the day, and I don't know. I'm like, oh yeah, all day long, and then that happens, but I won't know until it gets here, until the time gets here for me to go. Okie dokie. Oh, that's a completely... I think I've looked everywhere. There is, at least around this area. Well, over there, I can't get over there yet. Maybe? Yeah, I know. That's nothing to worry about, but... You know how people can be. Return to Patty. All Patty. All shit. Okay, there we go. We'll go to... There. I swear, dude, I just thought about this. Well, I thought about it a couple times. Knowing that they ended up putting Kratos from God of War in friggin' Fortnite and made him look like a sissy, I would hate... Oh, my God. You already know where I'm going with this. I would hate it so freaking much that in a future God of War game, if they tried to throw some freaking BS in there of Kratos being gay, I would be so pissed off, man. I'm like, you motherfuckers haven't done nothing with that character like that in any way, shape, or form, and there's no reason for you to do so, because in the previous games, he was already he was a straight cis white male, baby, and he was married, he had a kid, his wife and kid died. Actually, he did it himself because he was manipulated by Ares. But then, shit, I'm going to get attacked. But then, he goes and has another kid. This time, it's a male, and his wife dies in the new one. So, he's still straight. He's still a straight male. But I would hate if they tried to throw in some idiotic bullshit storyline to go and just cater to some friggin' political BS in that. Oh my gosh, man. I wouldn't even buy it. I wouldn't. As much as I like the God of War series, I wouldn't even buy it. I wouldn't give them any of my money. No, it's just like we mentioned before, man. Nothing is sacred nowadays with this shit. Nothing is sacred. Hell, Marvel ain't sacred anymore, that's for damn sure. We already seen how much of a fuck up they've been doing with that universe. And a lot of people aren't following through with it either. You know, another thing that's really funny, speaking of like superhero stuff, they had this, which there was a whole lot of downvotes that was coming out of it too, which rightfully so. There was this show that was going to be coming out on Netflix. I think you're still subscribed to Yellow Flash, Yellow Flash 5, whatever his name is. He put out a video regarding it about some show on Netflix that was supposed to be coming out in September or August, I think, called Q-Force, which you might as well say Queer Force. Why don't you just call it Queer Force? Because that's what you were going for. Why are you calling it Q-Force? Oh, you scared to say queer? I mean, that's what it is. And it's some animated show, and apparently it's like making fun of stereotypical like queer folks or something, dude. And it's on Netflix, and Netflix is supposed to be like the bastion of equality and gayness and all this crap. And apparently a lot of people didn't like it. I don't think it's even out yet, but it got a lot of negative reviews and whatnot. And apparently I think they've also been saying like gay folks have been against it too because they feel like they're being made fun of. I'm like, wow, yeah, well, welcome to the real world, you know, where a lot of that stuff would end up happening in a bunch of different types of pieces of media. Yeah, see, that's just it. You speak negatively about it. They're like, "What's wrong with being gay?" I didn't say anything. Well, from a spiritual perspective, it's wrong and it's immoral. From my own personal experience and spiritual perspective, to me, it is. But I'm not gonna go and like dump you off a friggin' roof like they do over in the Middle East. Get friggin' real, man. But oh no, we also gotta support that too. You know. Support the Middle East and their religion, even though they kill and the same thing that we stand up for. Welcome to reality.
How goes the foraging? Let's see. Yes, this is all of it. I'll begin straight away.
A straight face. That's funny. If somebody says that to me, I'm going to say, what's wrong with being straight? That's going to be my retort right back to them. Because clearly there's something wrong with it nowadays, even though it's normal.
Bye.
You got to start giving people like that a taste of their own medicine, and then they don't know how to react towards it.
The weather's been favorable, and the crates of materials you brought were in good shape, so construction's been very smooth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes, unless you want to be some friggin' test tube baby. Imagine that, man. Imagine that growing up in life and saying, I was born in a lab. Oh my gosh. I came through cesarean section with my mother, so I know that I'm legit. What time is it? Let's see. About close time, I guess I could run out there and go check the mail. Where's the closest? It's down there. Is that where it is? I guess so. Oh, mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time. Yeah, there you go. I got mail, I got mail, I got mail, yay! You know what? I think I might just run out there real quick and see what's up. I shall return in 2 shakes of a horsetail. I got mail, you wanker. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. There ain't nothing to write home about at all. La-dee frickin' da. La-dee frickin' da. People can't get their crap together by sending crap to people that don't even matter. Doesn't even matter. La-dee freaking da. Da, 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 da. I'm checking the things right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Where was I? What was I doing? What's happening? Who did what to who for how much for how long? That was a joke I used to have back in high school. Talk to me.
Look at you! I could just gobble you up. But it's in my contract
Not with that
the
face.
Navy that I do know. You found the Ardings alive and well, if not a bit. I've been here searching for a means of escape. But everyone is so preoccupied with their precious son. No, Alder believed he passed not long after we left him. We did try to save him, but the winds of fortune don't always blow in. She's the one they're handing over to their god, their precious Akara. Then the rest of her life is sounds
This is like a little
dreadful.
girl.
You met him, did you? Tell me, did he have the hangmen with him? Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, the Baronet? She wields a powerful staff. She's also gross. Big nasty brute. He kills with his bare hands if he can, but he'll settle for his... He's a fancy one. More concerned with his silks and swagger than with taking... As Mother always said, manners will get you everywhere, and I mean everywhere. I don't doubt it. Wow, where were you when I wanted to kill my ex-husband? Hold on, if I've learned anything
Oops.
from the sea, it's to follow the winds when you get them. Alder will know where to find this key fellow, if we're lucky. I'm not counting on it. I'll be right here.
She's supposed to be like that perky little elf chick that seems to always really be in fantasy stories. She's usually an archer or something, like she's a badass warrior, but she's all tinky winky and blinky. Should she be in school? Yeah, no kidding. Wait a minute. So, yeah, I gotta get through there, but I can't do that yet. That's evident enough. I don't want to talk to you again. You freaking got...
Trust solid ground.
You got in my way. Move.
Good luck.
I'm sorry about your friend, Tari. His loss was unfortunate. We in the village are preparing for the offering ceremony to receive our new scion. Captain Bratigan explained that you plan to bring... Still, I wish you success. Before you speak with him, I must ask you a favor. Take her this amulet. She will want it. It is just down the beach to the west. You will know it by the watch.
Oh, yeah. Let's go here, considering it's something I should have been doing over there. So there we go. Holy frijoles. Oh, it's you again.
It wasn't easy, but I followed that landing pod. I'll be happy to know that I took a prisoner. That date, I had a chance to scout a bit closer and caught sight of another. Mostly, I just want to go after their leader. These people are here for blood, I must say. They resemble... It's not uncommon for outsiders to come to Gallows End, seeking Akara's power and the island's magic. Perhaps that's right. It used more like you on Gallows End. Fish, prey...
I said don't disturb the watchers, which then again they weren't really responding to me either. You know what, I actually went back through this backpack of games that I had here that I wanted to sell, and I started to think about it, and I'm like, you know what, I think I might actually want to go back and play this again. I might actually want to give this more of a shot. That's the thing that gets to me. I don't... It's like different things I want to play come in waves, you know? So it's almost like if there's something that you feel that you don't want to play or you haven't played for a long while, it may end up popping back up again. So...
What is it you seek? The new Scion must not, without the proper preparation, it will destroy her. Soon, that name will mean nothing. I will give her the amulet once you must leave now. That is not your concern. She is safe. Akara be praised.
Well, you can just... Tiddly wings. I was already here before, so hi. But under different circumstances, I'm sure. I think I need to zoom in the camera just a tad. Camera height, camera distance. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit closer. I'm assuming that might work out better. I'm tired of it catching on the trees and stuff. I might need to do it a little bit closer, possibly. I might actually go back to the Trails of Cold Steel series, because I still got 2 in that series that I haven't finished. And one of them Tanya got me for a Valentine gift or a birthday gift, because it was the cheapest that I ever had seen it. And I wanted to complete the series. And also found out that all these... Another cool thing, which you probably really wouldn't care about it, but another cool thing that I found out recently was that there's some other games within the... which is called the Legend of Heroes series. That pretty much make up the entire story of all the games that have been released, and they're finally releasing these games that were only released in Japan in the West now. I don't think that's happening until next year, but they're finally releasing them, and the only way you could really play them is if you ended up downloading like a English translated patched version to be able to play them. So it's really cool to know that they're going to be releasing those in the West now, so I'm definitely going to want to check those out, because a lot of people really praise them, and they really like fill in the gaps of other parts within the story, because there's a lot of friggin' lore and story in this series. Heck, I heard there was a lot of friggin' story and lore in Scarlet Nexus. Like, it's just story and lore dumps on you a lot, so I'm going to have to see how that flows for me, because I sure don't want to get, like, confused or anything. Well, there's only one thing over there. Oh, well, crap, there's a thing over there. Oh, there's a thing over there. Well, why isn't I oh, okay, it is showing it over there. I wanna set a waypoint here. That's close enough. Is this the right way? Okay, it's going across. Putting a shoe rack together for your daughter. Still listening, though. Oh, okay, that's cool. Does she have about as many shoes as Tanya has? Tanya was just telling me a couple days ago that she had to go through all of her clothes and get rid of some of them, because some of them she doesn't even wear. And I was thinking, dang, I thought I used to have a lot of t-shirts. I think she's got more than me. Which I think it's mainly meant to be for casters anyways. Ahoy there, person. There, I just threw my chakrams through your head. What the piss?
Nestor doesn't think we can deal with the infestation on Storm Point. Why haven't I? Well, it's so long.
What are you doing out here? Oh, here's a person I need to talk to.
You must be one of the new arrivals. Tell me, I am Nestor Gwynedd. My husband Cadwallon and I have only been here a short time, but we've managed what we did before the scab infestation. Several months ago, my husband and I started a thanks to this secret spot. We've been... Now, however, scavs seem to have taken a keen interest in Storm Point as well. Scavs are not native to the Frostbreak Sea. They come from...
Why are you so black?
Home here on Gallows End, nesting in large broods, deep and damp old fasting. If your goal is to ingratiate yourself to the inhabitants of this island, you've chosen the right path. Come, we will take you to Storm Point. It's not far, just past the boundaries. Storm Point is the best place on Gallows End. It's just up ahead a bit. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, take the thingy off. It's gonna confuse me. We got some thingies fighting one another. Oh no, it's not. See, I'm just killing it.
We mustn't go any farther. The scavs will know we're coming. We could certainly use some assistance with those scavs. Hate scavs.
Okay. Get out the way. Oh, yeah, I came here before and there was nothing going on. Ah. It'd be funny if they run across the thingy and it collapsed, or they blew up.
Thank you. Our stores... There are others, and I saw a ship before the scavs moved in. I'm convinced it ran up... I am forever grateful.
I am so sick of all this crap being in my stuff. I'm getting rid of every godforsaken one of them. Some of them I can't, since they're friggin' quest-related friggin' crap. Huh. The Scepter of Ravening. I'm so sick and tired of wearing the same old crap. Get rid of all the things I'm not wearing because I don't care anymore. I'm so sick of it. Driftwood sandals. These are very weak, and yep, they're pretty much just what I thought they'd be, the casting related class. Okay, considering that's out of the way, I'm going to go back over there, because that triggered something else. Can't go with that. I do need to go over there. But, first, I'm going to go get this thingy over here. And then... Oh my gosh, I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half? Really? Holy crap. Okay, that's done. Well, that was fast. What, was it like Lego pieces or something? You just put it, snapped it together? Well, I can't get through here. And I don't know if I can get through the other side, which is like ass way long around. I just need to like have a fast travel point. Which is, what the piss? Under, yeah, that's over there. But it's not showing that it's up over here. Ah, screw it. I'll go back over here. I'll return to Pate. I can't select the thingy to fast travel, you freaking... Oh, wait, that's why. I made a oopsie. There we go. World of Tanks, G.I. Joe trailer. Well, that's yeah, okay. So, Sony actually bought 2 studios today, apparently. I'll have to check on that. I think they got Housemarque. Housemarque was already making PlayStation games anyways, so I don't know how they wouldn't have already belonged to them. And Blue Point Games. Blue Point, I thought they were already making them for PlayStation. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that, see what the heck that is. I heard of some rumor or something that they were supposed to be, like, it's just a rumor, obviously. I don't put any stock in rumors as far as I can throw them. But there was some type of talk about there being some standalone DLC for Ghost of Tsushima called Ghost of Ikishima. I'm like, what? Instead of Tsushima, it's Ikishima. So I don't know if that's like another island or a section off of Tsushima or what it is. I have no idea. Maybe it was just a bunch of BS, but... Ghost of Kirishima.
It's done, my liege. Incidentally, I've taken the liberty of inviting Cillian Key. I have only just several texts I found in the key. For this, I'll need 2 bundles of emberwood, 2 bundles of sailcloth, and a journal belonging to... There are some cryptic references. In my dream, it was a place for weapons, as you'd expect, but it was also to be a grand... The Diverga built armories and trained their masters-at-arms to divine how... Sea steel is usually found around. Once you get back, I'll get started on... When you have all the materials, you should be able to find sea steel on the... Bye.
Bye. See, that's what I'm saying. If there was a jump button, I'd just be able to jump up there.
Hello.
Hello.
It makes me happy to be able to train beasts again.
I'm
I'm a world-famous beast trainer. If you're interested and willing to get some
any
food
type
for
of
me
beast
to
that I
use as a
can...
lure, I can train the beast to be your pet. I can domesticate almost any kind of animal. If you fancy a large pet, keep in mind I can only maintain 3 pets at a time.
I want a large one.
The bigger the better, right?
That's what she
Which
said.
kind would you like?
Because she's got a cooch like a hot dog down the hallway. A Bargrest.
I won't be able to domesticate one until you get more meat.
Ah, fudge.
Bring
I
me
gotta
the
get
food
the
I
meat.
need
I
so
gotta
I
buy
can
the
lure
meat.
and train the beast. G'day.
Alright. I broke your stuff.
Nothing like teaching a beast how to be... Take care.
Ah, fudge. I kill all your chickens too, which I just did. Killed a couple of them. Killed your chickens? Roast chicken. Sam. My dear Sam.
Hello.
Roast chicken. Ooh. I'd love to have a Bargress running around with me everywhere. That'd be great. He can help me. if that don't beat all. That's down over there, so we'll just go to Zephyr's Camp and go down over where these are. Sony buys Housemark, yeah, we know. Maybe Blue Point. I thought they already had Housemark, like I said before. So, whatever. Kind of funny, Sony. Microsoft is pretty much throwing you under the bus with them buying up more companies, and you only managed to grab up two that was practically only making games on your system, I think, in the first place. I could be wrong, but I don't care, because it's just entertainment, so what do you do? Why does it have to load to read a book? Come on. Nice life going down the boat path as well from what you've been hearing lately. Oh, lovely. Just friggin' great. What the heck's been going on there? Drop kick. Return to party. All party. All shit. Oh yeah, I already knew that was going to be going on. Because I had to... I don't know if... Undersea fasting. Undersea fasting. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Go back this way. Rhetoric. Soon the video saw. Oh, okay. Yeah. I swear. If there was ever a time to really yearn for such retro stuff, it's now. Really. Oh, I do know one thing, though. One of the conversations I was having with people previously, like probably a couple weeks ago, the people that I work with on break, I pretty much let it... We were talking about anime and how Funimation was going and censoring certain stuff in it. And I just put every emphasis into what I was saying. I was like, I hate censorship with a freaking passion. You know, I just let it all out, which I do. I mean... You know, obviously there's going to be things out there that I may not like or not agree with, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That can't be censored, as well as what I want shouldn't be censored. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I pretty much let it really be made known too, knowing these were kids in their early 20s. Early to mid 20s, if you will. And And that's something that definitely happens a lot.
A much bigger
nowadays.
Undertaking than the last, but a greater thrill as well. Let's see. I'll begin constructing the armory right away. The armory is still not finished. Ask me goodbye.
A goodbye. You understand why some rich people buy their own islands? Yeah, no kidding. I agree. I wish I had my own island too, to be honest. Have stuff get shipped in every week or flown in. Keep some hoochie stateside to get all the stuff shipped to. Yeah, exactly. Transport it by boat. Yeah, that's true. Although, you know, I guess I would kind of want it just far enough off land where I wouldn't have to deal with friggin' society. But I could walk out my front door and, like, see the United States, like, off in the distance kind of thing, you know? Or really what I refer to as the divided states of America nowadays. So it's showing that I need to go over here, but I can't get over there. Oh, I forgot that. That was my bow and arrow. I guess I gotta go further down. That was attack, and that was attack. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. I almost kind of feel like, in a ways, an hour and a half is like the sweet spot for streaming. I don't go any longer than 30 minutes if nobody shows up, and then I may stop at an hour and a half at the latest. There's a troll, dude. That's all for today. Go away now. Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. I just,
Another one, eh? Well, I can't... What is it you want, Castaway? The simplest answer to your problems lies beyond those cliffs there.
Oh, there's a fate weaver.
Priest, eh? Every few years, Alder sends me a... I have nothing. Dead Kell has seen to that. Where is he? Try to leave this island, Dead Kell is there. Try to hide in the fastings. I want you know of fate weavers that... Why read the card? I will die on this island. As will you.
Quit your whining.
Easy for you to say. You've only... Perhaps our fortunes would be different. Only Dead Kell can move freely here. Without a boat, we have nothing. It is said the Dead Kell is the only... Not even the Scion has been... Now you know why Dead Kell remains a threat long after it is called. Years ago, the vessel belonged to Dead Kell. As far as I know, it is the only seaworthy ship on all of Gallows End. Wonderful. Go. Defeat Dead. If you can steal the Requiem, then I will sing like a seabird. Hope your death is quick.
Dead Kell and his hanged men keep the ship in the dark harbor. Your destiny is yours.
Yeah, but I guess now I can get down there. The Dark Harbor. Ah, now I can. Ah! There's Kamala Harris again. Oh, you bitch. I'm pressing the friggin' X button like I got Oh, there's that. I'll take the fish too, because that also helps with the pet thingy. Can't go up that way. Guess we came over here to get this. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Everybody's dead. I can't get that because the game is still triggering that I'm under duress. But I'm actually not. I hear them old rattly bones. right, Kamala, we get it. You don't want to go to the border, we understand. What was the purpose of this? Just a dead end? Oh no, wait, there's another thing down here. Time for the boom boom. Come on, man. Come on, man. What the hell is this? Where's all the rest of it? I can't stand pressing that thing a lot. I'd rather just be able to hold it down. But whatever. Oh, I'm pissed. I didn't mean to get that. Schweimenhagen. There's Hunter Biden after he's coked out for the evening. Yeah, I already went up there. Oh, you bastard. And there's Biden stubbing his toe on the podium. Times Kamala has lectured Biden about his sexism? Probably none. Yeah, when he tells her, come on, man. Exactly right. Well, obviously, I got mixed up and turned around somewhere. Oh, I went up that way. It's just like one of these things I ended up seeing today when I was watching Education in his video. the woke cringe compilation that he comes up with. And there was this woman that was on there talking about, it was basically her having a conversation with herself, which is no surprise to me. It seems like people have conversations with themselves on a daily basis of why she's gender fluid and how to be able to tell when she's like that. Friggin' fantasy mentality. Friggin', it's like something you see out of a friggin' sci-fi movie. My gender can change from one day to the next. Sometimes I feel like a man and sometimes I feel like a woman. Well, I bet what you got downstairs will tell you otherwise, honey. She's like, that's why I wear these bracelets, so that they can tell people how I feel for the day. I ain't pay attention to your damn bracelets, much less what the hell you're wearing. Women back in the day used to say, hey, my eyes are up here. I'll be looking at your eyes. I ain't looking at your damn wrist. I'm glad you don't fall off. I don't know. Flip-flop tick-tock. It's a critic. It's a critic. Crouton. I already had kids, had the patience for the modern woman. Yeah, no kidding, dude. No kidding. Kind of also makes me feel like men nowadays shouldn't even bother with women until this thing blows over, which I'm hoping it would. Because if they're as easily brainwashed by that, like we mentioned about emotions, then there ain't no reason for them to be getting with them. They'd be dealing with some same old bullshit.
You're strong.
Oh,
Perhaps even tough enough to help me steal the Requiem. I need someone with muscle to help me. My injuries were not as serious as I made them appear. I followed you and Rast was the only way to avoid. I couldn't let them see me. Not after. I was hoping to sneak into Dark Harbour and see, but one cannot sail the ship without first opening the harbour wall. A vast mechanism of. Yes, I can talk. The Diverger didn't cut out my tongue. The murder of my family. I hid my voice so as not to be suspected. Words betray more than their mere meanings.
All you people look the same. I can't really tell you what you are anymore.
Blame the friends who betrayed me. The men who sold me into. Save your judgment for dead Kel. I had to lie. Rast isn't innocent. She couldn't stomach what I had to do. My mission of revenge.
Fertile for life.
The Scion has lived far too long with a stolen title. And justice simple.
Definitely no reason to be having any kids anytime soon at all, especially in
with
this
a
world.
treachery. They were close, Pima and my mom, like sisters. All that changed when the village chose their next sire. Pima lied to Alda. And she had my mother marked as a thief and a harlot. This island was... We were set out to sea alone, without food or water. At the no. She never... Those few hours were my mother's happiest. I was adrift for weeks until the Diverger found me. It doesn't matter. She killed my mother. Either help me or step aside. I've waited long enough, and I don't intend to wait another moment. You would do that for me? Before she died, my mother made me promise not to... Fine. She resides in the north, where she prepares her final departure. The Scion will be preparing to depart the island. For my mother.
Perfect time. Because people on the right side of things aren't making babies. Being upright, have no hope. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon so. Dark Harbor. I'm almost level 20. Well, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end up ending the stream now, because Lord knows I didn't even know I was going on for this long, but apparently I have. So, anyways, I appreciate the one person coming out to the stream and all the lovely conversations that we always have. So anyways, yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I'm just going to go ahead. I know it auto-saves. I'm going to go ahead and just make manual saves as well. But anyways, I've been playing this for almost 58 hours. Well, that's amazing. Kingdoms of AmaTARD. There you go. AmaTARD. There you go. But anyways, I'll go ahead and end this like I always do. Later taters. And as we hear Kamala baying in the background like she usually does anytime she's in an interview because she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Later. And the same goes for Biden.